they judge the fight as a whole.
Miller's got to be frustrated with all these punches coming down on him, and now coming up from the bottom. Healy, it's obvious Healy has this round.
I mean, that doesn't make sense for a professional sport.
Minute 10 left.
But I kind of like it. Now, Pat's got him.
Hey, looks like he's going for the choke. Healy's got the choke in, but can he tap him? Oh, he's out! He's out! He's out! Healy nails this one by knocking Miller out with that rear naked choke.
What a UFC
wow.
for Pat Healy. He fought Jim Miller.
They beat the shit out of each other.
And beat him at his own game. And that is Pat Healy's type of fight, too.
That was an awesome fight.
16th career win by submission. Take a look at our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. And here you see Pat just grinding on him.
Unbelievable.
From the time he got him down, just slowly wearing down the defense, then finally goes palm to palm, and you see Jim, his arm goes loose, he's not defending himself, and he goes out.
Unbelievable. So Kevin, what do you think of your first UFC fight?
As soon as Pat lets go,
this is real dainty.
Pat Healy choked out Jim Miller.
Wow, look at that cut.
Metro PCS Judges Call brought to you by Metro PCS, LTV for all.
This usually, well, you know, it depends on how it goes, but this usually goes between 9 and 10.
Healy doing a great job. And here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Why is she coming back?
That's my daughter.
Oh, gotcha.
The 16-year-old still home.
Oh, right.
Referee Herb Dean is called stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 2 seconds on the third round. Declaring the winner by submission, Jim Miller. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, no! Bruce Buffer fucked up big time.
The victory.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Now, you know, Michael's going to jam him when he talks to him. Yeah.
Congratulations on a really tough fight against a really tough guy. You grinded him out and you got the submission. I know you got to be happy with the result here tonight.
Dude, I'm so pumped. I've been waiting 7 years to get interviewed by you, Joe Rogan. You have no idea. I've been through so much in my career. But there's one thing you can never question about me. That's my heart, man. I'm going to keep coming until I can't walk. I can't crawl out of here. So no matter what, I'm always going to be in the fight.
Well, that has been your entire career. And let's take a look at the finish. You really wore him down in that third and final round. You got him to the ground. We're beating on him constantly until finally you got that arm under the chin. And in, you know, typical Jim Miller fashion, he wasn't willing to tap and you put him to sleep.
Yeah, right there. 99.
He wouldn't tap. He's one of the toughest guys. And to be honest, he's one of my favorite fighters to watch. So just to be in here with him was an honor. But I'm here to stay, man. I'm going to keep winning. And all them 155-pounders, I'm putting you on blast. I'm coming for you.
Pat Healy, welcome back to the UFC. It's a pleasure to watch you perform. Can't wait to see you again. Pat Healy, ladies and gentlemen.
Pat Bam Bam Healy, the winner by submission at 4:02 of the third and final round.
The beautiful Ronda Rousey.
There she is.
Women's bantamweight champion.
Now, does she look like somebody that snapped her elbow off?
The big fight between
But she
Sharon
will.
Jones and Chael Sonnen, as is the Dallas Cowboys' own DeMarco Murray. What a fine running back he is in the NFL.
I see a lot of that.
Right.
UFC 159, Jones versus Sonnen is being brought to you by Bud
I don't
Light.
see nearly as
Here
much
we
boxing.
go. By
It's a little
Alienware,
martial
makers of the
arts,
most powerful game
but it's
systems in
mostly
the universe.
jiu-jitsu stuff.
Game Victorious.
Yeah.
By
Yeah,
Harley
sometimes,
Davidson.
every once in a while, you get a guy who's like a traditional folk-style wrestler. Doesn't really go for it, that. But you know, when you get into some of the wrestling moves themselves, you got locks and holds and takedowns, and, you know.
We are inside the Prudential Center, New York, New Jersey. Earlier tonight, the arrival of John Jones. Our rivals tonight brought to you by Harley Davidson. Get your photo in the octagon at UFC 164 and win a Harley motorcycle. Enter at h-d.com/UFC. Very confident is the champion who already has earned 11 wins
in the light heavyweight division. And with the victory tonight, it will be his fifth title defense, which will tie him for number one all-time with the Hall of Famer Tito Ortiz. Look at that, 16 of 16 takedown attempts has been stuffed.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous number. 100% takedown defense.
There he is. Mr. Mallett. Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen is going to look to become the first man to put John Jones on his back, though.
Yeah.
His takedown.
And you heard him talk.
But he's a good fighter.
Absolutely, his power double.
Well, he
is
was.
outrageous. He drives across the ring.
But you know, it's like anything. You got to know when to
I
call
believe
it a
at
day.
205 pounds, it's going to be even better. And that sounds ridiculous, but I think Chael cuts a tremendous amount of weight, perhaps too much.
This is close.
Take a look inside the numbers. There's those takedowns we talked about. 35 Joe and all. That is the most in the UFC's middleweight division. And the significant strikes are outstanding. A lot of those come with his ground and pound.
35 takedowns landed. And again, of course, that's middleweight history. But he has competed as a light heavyweight before, and all the talk from training camp has been nothing but positive. The coaches, the people that I know that come down to watch him train are blown away by how well his preparations have gone.
There you go.
He
Check
looks
this out.
absolutely enormous at 205 pounds.
The one thing he has always
They have
wanted is to
these
be a world
stations
champion. He
throughout
gets
the
another
gym,
chance tonight here at UFC
and they do a bunch of
159.
different things each
Jones
one does.
versus Sonnen, presented by Metro PCS. 4G LTE for all. The build-up has been heated, and tonight they finally fight against National Wrestling Champion Phil Davis against the Jiu-Jitsu World Champion Vinny Megalesh. The war of words between light heavyweights Phil Davis and Vinny Megalesh began months ago and is heated up.
Yeah, it looks like the house is packing up for this.
The talking is over as they settle their score in the octagon.
I think it makes a huge statement being written tonight. He's one of many people that have probably...
Once again, it's standing room or sitting on the floor room, or I see one guy laying down over here.
Become like one of the guys that's in the time contention.
One of the top jiu-jitsu practitioners in mixed martial arts, Brazil's Vinny Megalesh made a triumphant return to the UFC after more than 3 years away, submitting equal proprietors. Immediately after, Megalesh set his sights on Phil Davis, and tonight, he gets his shot at Mr. Wonderful.
The only thing that I need to do tonight is just to be aggressive, just go there and try to punch Phil Davis in the face. I'm looking to get that finish. I'm looking to knock him out. And if they're going to knock him out, I'm going to go in there and submit him.
Phil Davis had an interesting 2012 with the first loss of his pro career against Rashad Evans, followed by a 2-fight series with Wagner Prado and a scrap bout against Forrest Griffin. Looking to get back into the title picture, Davis's first task is dispatching Vinny Megalesh.
I'd rather not talk because my skills are tough for me. I just fight. I let the action take place wherever it's going to happen. But this is not going to play out the way he thinks it is.
All right, here we go.
World champion, a former member of Team Quest with Dan Henderson and Chael Sonnen. Vinny Megalesh as good as any with his grappling skills.
He truly is. I mean, he is world class on the ground, and even though he's a big man, his guard
he went from his knees up to just laying flat.
A guy who's flying armbar, paid a final in jiu-jitsu competition, and he is that good. He beats world champions. I mean, he's really elite with his grappling. But in MMA, we saw him compete in the Ultimate Fighter, got to the finals, and lost to Ryan Bader by strikes. And that has been his Achilles heel. When he's worked with that man, Mark Beecher, very hard to tighten up his Muay Thai, and it resulted in him winning the M1 championship. He also has really considerably improved his wrestling, considerably improved his boxing, his spatial awareness, all his striking distance that he struggled with before during his first stint on the Ultimate
Face is
Fighter.
all like pristine, like he's never fought.
I know, huh?
World-class jiu-jitsu
Man, look at his ears.
really involved in his mixed martial arts game.
His last win, a knockout of Charles Oliveira.
Three-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champ.
For the first time since April of 2009, when he was just 24 years old. He's running a 6-fight winning streak and looking to make a major statement by taking out a top 10 fighter in Phil Davis.
I think
Oh yeah. Yep, right there.
I would think it's 155-pounder, 145-pounder.
And you know, when they get older, it's going to be, you know, I can remember being a little kid, and I was at the UFC Gym, and the fights were going on. It was like magic.
I'm the better grappler. I'm the national champion wrestler. I'm the one who's going to lead with the victory.
Well, I'll tell you what, very few guys
Yeah.
carry the wrestling credentials that Phil Davis does. And if the fight is going to go to the ground, it probably is going to be because Phil Davis wants it to, or because he gets hit and gets knocked to the ground. Phil Davis is, without a doubt, one of the more elite wrestlers. But he won't have an advantage if it goes to the ground and they get into a submission type situation. But him saying that, I guarantee you, Phil's a very smart guy. He's talking trash. You know, if he had a style to defeat him in this fight, it would be the Chuck Liddell use of wrestling. Keep his fight standing and use his striking. We saw Phil go 5 hard rounds with Rashad Evans, and although Rashad beat him in that fight, I guarantee you he walked out of that fight a better fighter. And the fact that Rashad wasn't able to finish him shows just what a high-level defensive fighter Phil Davis is capable of.
Like, oh yeah, no, I'm just over here to get a drink.
Make no mistake about it when it comes to MMA, has fought the better fighters.
Phil Davis has taken down every UFC opponent, Joe, earning a takedown in 14 of the 18 rounds in which he has attempted one. He's allowed only one serious submission attempt and one reversal.
He's also the only guy to submit Alexander Gustafsson, the top UFC light heavyweight contender. So Phil's a real deal.
Only fighter in UFC history to earn 2 tap-outs via his trademark anaconda choke. Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis.
All right.
For this light heavyweight fight is brought to you by Metro PCS.
Here we go. Phil Davis versus Vinny
The American and the Brazilian of 28
Magalhães.
Mr. Wonderful will have the reach advantage. Once again with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Holding a professional record, 11 wins, 5 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 205.5 pounds. Fighting out of Murrieta, California, Vinicius Magalhães. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record, 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He stands 62 inches tall, at 205 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
San Diego, California, Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Bugliata.
Dan Murgliata, our referee for this fight.
Well, we'll see whether or not he's able to do that after the fight.
As we get set to go to battle. Phil Davis and Vinny Magalhães. And here we go.
Here we go. Round 1.
Phil Davis, black trunks for Magalhães.
Oh, nice kick by Magalhães.
As we said, Vinny has really improved his striking.
Inside kick.
Under the tutelage of Las Vegas's Mark Beecher, a high-level Muay Thai striking coach.
Davis looking for the setup.
Good form by Del Grante.
Oh, nice kick by Davis. And another one by Magalhães. Oh, another one.
By Vinny. Phil Davis looking for that 1-2.
Here we go. Magalhães, that kick, then ran Davis into the cage.
Vinny Magalhães will pull guard in a heartbeat.
They have tied up at the cage door.
Be careful how he ties up with Vinny, because he can do stuff on the ground.
They break away.
I doubt Phil Davis' training partners can do.
3-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. Earned his black belt after winning 13 matches, 10 by submission.
Magalhães tries to have a head kick and miss.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world championship.
Connects with the leg though.
He's not just a black belt. He's got a very unusual game. Very dynamic and explosive, and he dives on
Nice
techniques.
back and forth so far with
Catches
these
people
two.
off guard, like the Pete Pano flying arm.
Oh.
Davis looking for a right hand there.